This is our drunk. Hi everyone, today we're gonna do a kitchen organization video, and my kitchen was part of my apartment tour, but I specifically didn't go into all of the cabinets to show you how I organize everything because that apartment tour would have been way too long of a video. There will be some similarities between my apartment tour video and this video right here, but it's just gonna be more detailed in terms of organization. Let's go ahead and start with this cabinet right here. Up here I have a box of light bulbs, and that is my husband's. This is just some fabric softener. Next to that box I just have some manuals that we've kept. This is my favorite coffee of all time, and I actually have a bigger stock of these, but I'll show you that in a second. This is just some Manuka honey. This is my chrysanthemum tea that I keep in a mason jar, of course. Those are just the two other teas that we have, a stress relief one and a throat coat. There's nothing behind any of this. This is just one layer of stuff because even though the cabinets are really deep, I would not be able to find anything if I just had anything back there. So we just keep everything in the front right here. Below, this is how we keep our medicines. This rack right here is a great space saver. This is from Home Goods, and I believe it was $3. These are alcohol wipes, and then just some Aleve, melatonin, allergy medicine, and nothing too special there. And then below, these are my husband's. This is not the prettiest way to keep my vitamins, but when we made a cross-country move, I couldn't take all of my bottles. So in there is just B12 and vitamin D3 that I take every day. And once I'm done with that, I obviously won't be keeping it in that way. Below this cabinet is our pantry. There's not much in it right now. These are actually none of my snacks. These are my husband's. I do have to go to the grocery store for snacks because my husband and I are huge snackers. Again, with not really wanting to put stuff all the way back there because we would have trouble finding stuff and probably forgetting that we have a lot of snacks. Just have some bread, some more of my husband's stuff. This next cabinet is proteins. So here is my Trader Joe's soy protein powder, and then the back stuff is my husband's. That's my stock of Cafe Du Monde, and I go through those pretty quickly. This type of coffee is only sold at specific stores. I stock up on that so I don't have to go to that side of town often. We normally have at least one bag of pasta stock, so that's there, and then just some vegan pesto from Sprouts, some pumpkin because it's fall and I'm making some fall things, and then there's just some corn in the back. Next to that is this cabinet right here. So I showed part of this cabinet in my bulk foods video. If you want to check out a video on how I do bulk food shopping, check out that video as well. But on the very top right there, I have some stevia. That's a kitchen scale that I use for baking sometimes, and then this is just all of my bulk foods. My most often used bulk foods are down here, and then the ones that are not used as often are on top. And again, there's nothing behind any of these. It's just one layer of stuff because I would forget about the ingredients in the back. So this is the spice rack that I got from either Ross or Home Goods. These are just all of our spices. We did run out of stuff like garlic, salt, cocoa powder, and some other ingredients right here. That's it for that cabinet. This is just my KitchenAid mixer that I have on the counter, and then in here I have a convection oven so we can heat up smaller things when we don't want to use the big oven for it. This is our junk drawer, and I guess everyone has one of these. This is an IKEA tool set. It was extremely inexpensive, and I use this a lot for my DIYs. This is a basketball pump, some batteries, glue, scissors, and wire, stuff like that. These are all of our kitchen utensils. This is one set from Amazon, and then these two came with our pots and pans. And then that's another spatula that I've had forever. This came with our reusable straws so we can clean them. And then these two came with our hydro flasks. Below that, I have a lot of kitchen appliances. There's a rice cooker in the back. So we don't have another blender. I only have this NutriBullet, and I've had it for a while. I did have to get the motor replaced, and then I do still have a lot of problems with it, but I am not planning on getting another blender right now because I do want a quality one, but I don't want to drop like $300 on a Vitamix right now. The one item in the apartment that I absolutely hate, but I do use a lot. I have a food processor, and here are just some cake pans. This is for my KitchenAid. I have some extra mason jars back there for food storage and bulk food shopping, which I do have to refill on. These are just mason jar tops. This is my electric kettle that I use a lot for coffee and tea. I have some more cooking stuff back here, and these are attachments for my KitchenAid. This was part of my apartment tour and probably my favorite cabinet. I will go over it again. On top, I just have some wine glasses. There's 4 of them there, some Brita filters. We only have 4 mugs. One of them is in the dishwasher. We use mason jars for drinking glasses, so smaller ones and then larger ones. And then this is one pack from IKEA that we have. And then this is from IKEA as well. well just some larger bowls that we needed. This is either from Home Goods or Ross. I find this very helpful to organize my dishes so I don't have to put things up higher because I am very short and I would never be able to reach it. Some extra paper towels in there. This is flour, sugar, and this is, it says tea, but there's stevia in here. I love having this out because when I bake, it's just a lot easier for me. And then the cutting boards are always accessible when they're in the back, and I think it looks good together. Below that in here is all of our knives and our kitchen scissors and then chopsticks. So next drawer is just baking stuff. Some oven mitts that I should use more often to not get burned all the time. And here is a can opener and wine opener. Below that, I have a lot of our pots and pans. We bought one set of Tefal. We bought one of those sets from Amazon and it's just the basics. I tried to get one of the smaller sets. These are frying pans. This organizer was from Home Goods. The reason why we have as many pots and pans as we do is because sometimes my husband and I are cooking at the same time. Here I have a muffin tin and some baking pans. And then we have one mixing bowl, and the reason why I only have one mixing bowl is because I also have a KitchenAid mixer that already has a mixing bowl attached to it. We have a large colander from IKEA, and then this is what I use to sift flour and to strain some smaller items. And that's it in there. I just have some parchment paper, plastic wrap, aluminum foil, and some sandwich bags. And once we run out of these, I will buy some reusable ones. I'm trying to be more environmentally friendly, but when we first moved in, I just grabbed a few things quickly. So once we finally run out of that, that's what I'm planning to do. The next drawer, I have these cork placement things for hot items. I am totally blanking on what it's called. And then I have a fry wall behind that. So you basically just put this around your pan and then when it splatters, it catches it. That's from Amazon. Under here, I have some silicone baking mats. These are our lunch bags. This is from Amazon and this is Colony Company. These are made out of waxed canvas and it's a sustainable brand. And I like it because it looks like an actual lunch bag. Back in the school days when I used to bring a paper lunch bag and it rolls up nicely and everything. So I like that. This is where we keep all of our food storage stuff. So I have one set of Pyrex mixing bowls / food storage containers, and there are 4 more that go along with this and they all fit in here because they're all different sizes, but those are in the fridge right now. And then we have 2 of these Snapware containers just for our lunch, and the other one's in the fridge right now. These are just some trash bags. That's all that there is in here. And sitting up here, I just have some dish soap and hand soap that I labeled. Under the sink, there's a bag dispenser storage thing from IKEA for a few bucks. Just some gift bag. I have a basket in there from the dollar store, and then there's just some plant stuff in there. And then here is just some soap, just some white vinegar so I can make my DIY cleaning products, and then distilled water for plants, filtered water for plants. Here is our recycling bin. It fits perfectly under the sink. This might be a repeat if you saw my apartment tour video, but we keep our flatware on the counter so it's easily accessible when we're sitting on the bar stools over here. We can just reach over and grab these. And then right next to it, I have this cute little baby pumpkin from Trader Joe's. And this is all the fall decor that I have, and it's gonna stay that way. It's just so cute. It was like 60 cents, and it just makes me so happy because he's so cute and little. He's just gonna sit right there. Just a fruit basket that, again, I need to fill up with fruit. That's funny because in the apartment tour video, I didn't have fruit in there either, but it's just because I ate them all. And I moved my aloe plant over here, and in there is just some vegan pumpkin bread that I just made. I don't like having much on the counters unless it's functional because it's also easier for me to clean often. The kitchen is probably one of the places where I clean the most often. The counters can get dirty easily, and one thing that I really don't like about this kitchen is that it's tile. So if I have to wipe up something, it gets stuck in the tile, and that's just the one thing I would change about this kitchen. That's it for my kitchen organization video. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching. Bye!